me back to Washington, D.C. and get Congress to look at this, because I think it's that important that we acknowledge the sacrifices.
Yeah.
And as Donald stated earlier, 500 years of injustice to many of our Native Americans in this country. We are surrounded by San Diego, Isleta, Laguna Acoma, and many of the Native Americans that live right here in the city of Albuquerque. So I will be supporting this with great pride tonight.
R15-261 tonight, I'm sorry, the night of the march, I think Councilor Sanchez pointed out that we had a committee meeting, and those of us who run the committee were not able to attend, but it was a very impressive turnout, and it really showed the thirst for this kind of recognition, and as was said, very much overdue. We talk a lot about the teaching of science and technology and engineering and math, and those are very important. But I think the teaching of history is equally important. Yeah. I was lucky enough, I grew up in Puerto Rico, and it has its own history of conquest. And in fact, on his second voyage, Columbus discovered the island of Borinquen, which had a wonderful native culture that pretty much is lost today. We still call, Puerto Ricans still call ourselves Boricuas, but the native population was largely obliterated from the island in a very short period of time. And there's some similarities to Puerto Rico and New Mexico, and I think that history is really worth learning and focusing on. And it was said also that Native American culture is so much a part of what we celebrate and distinguish ourselves as a southwestern city. It's such an important part of our culture. And so I do agree that this is long overdue, and I think we're in pretty good company with those cities. Those are cities that where Native culture has long been celebrated and understood, and I think we are joining good company in doing that. So happy to support the resolution.
I'm proud, I'm honored. Many years gone into my looking at this, not just because it's unjust, but because of the lives that I've seen destroyed, because of the way the society sees us. I want to make sure that people understand that this is not about regular revenue. This is about Indigenous folks. And anybody that has any misconception that I'm doing this for some kind of personal aggrandizement, I guess I could tell you that I'd be running for president, but I'm not. I'm steadfast with the whole concept of being fair. And this brings fairness. Does it cure everything? No. We still have a long ways to go. But as councilors have said, and all of you have reflected on, this is a beginning. And let's not let go of it. And let's make sure that everybody hears it. Thank you again, councilors. We're back on the dais. I move a due pass on 261. It's been moved and seconded. Those in favor say yes. Yes. Opposed, no. That passes unanimously. Thank you. I don't blame you for being exuberant, but